very fast breakdown of review of what happened.
You should close it.
All right, so review is gonna be what is the exponential growth? What's the like? How do you figure out the compound interest equation? Do you guys remember the compound interest equation? A equal to what? No. P 1 plus R over N Okay, so you should know how to use this equation to start with. We talk about what happened with the compound interest. This is going to be one on SAT. It can compound. So A stands for the future value. P is starting value. R stands for interest. N stands how many times it compound per year. So how many times it compound per year. So N could be a multiple. So N equal to 1, N equal to 2, N equal to 4, N equal to 12, N equal to 52, and then N equal to 256, or 365, sorry, 365. This is annual. This is semi-annual. This is a quarterly. This is a monthly. This is a weekly. And this is a daily. Okay? So you got multiple different kind of compound. Okay. How about continuously? Which equation do I use for continuously? Per. So A equal to PERT. So that is a little bit different. So PERT is the one that I will use if it's continuously. So this is a compound continuously. Okay. We have, before the break, we have talked about student loan, which is one of the most evil loan in the world. A student loan, you cannot bankrupt from it. No bankruptcy. They can garnish your wages. In student loan, there was a subsidized loan and unsubsidized loan. Hopefully you remember what's the difference. Subsidized is they don't charge you interest until you graduate. Which is better, yeah, because you're not paying the interest. But they both are equally bad because they charge you they charge you a minimum payment, but you had to pay pretty much the rest of your life. The only way you can pay off, you got to pay off in the bigger than minimum payments. The interest rate is really high right now, is 6%. To 7% depends on what situation, depends on how good of your credit is. So if you have bad credit, 7%. Your credit card, do you know how the credit card interest is? Higher than that.
30.
23.99. If you have bad credit, it'll be 29.99. So it could be between anything to 20 to 30, depends how your interest is. But right now, if you want to buy a house and if you have good credit, it's roughly 6.5%. And just show you the things difference, I will show you later. But as far as house payment, you can think about amortization calculator. You can type in amortization calculator. You can see what's each percentage is going to be different. Actually, we can do that right now. So why is Ellie Mae? She's haven't been here. She's made me mad.
I'll let her know.
Why she's not here? All the rowers here. I saw all the rowers. Okay, so this is a memorization calculator. This is something that you'll use in the future. And I remember it was $900,000. And it's 30-year payment. And so just look at the 6%. So calculate. So 6% you are paying 5 monthly. By end of the 30 year, you pay almost double. But you see 5,395. But if it's 7%, it's gonna be 5,900. So just 1%. You might not feel like it's a lot, but per monthly, your payment is increased almost $600. Just change to 8%. $600 more. 9%. A lot more. Okay, so each percentage, when you buy a house, you're gonna have to go negotiate. You actually can pay down the percentage. When you buy the house, you can say, I'm willing to pay $5,000 for 1%, like quarter percentage. It's actually worth it because in the long term, you actually pay a lot less. Okay, I don't know what exactly price is, but we also says that Trump want to do 50-year mortgage. So let's just show you, like you're paying $2 million right now, but after 50 years, you might feel like the payment's a little bit less. But by the end, 50 years, you pay almost $3 million, $2.8 million. So like I say, if you really want to be that, not saying that's the bad deal, but it's a good deal if you don't have kids and you're not married and you die early.
Wow.
Because you don't have to pay for it.
What an enjoyable life. No wife.
No wife, no kids, and then just die early. Then you don't have to pay for the rest of the debts. So, and nobody inherited your debt. So it's actually good. So if you die early, right? Because you got reduced payment, okay, and you die like 30 years or 20 years, and you say, okay, I don't have to pay the rest of it. So yeah, 50-year mortgage financially is not a smart reason. Even the people who support Trump, which is the guy from Shark Tank, the bald-head guy, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary actually says this is a dumb idea. And the guy is a financial expert. The guy is, and he supports Trump. But even him, he said that's a bad deal. So I just telling you that you actually have to understand math to really works. So now we also talk about how to convert from exponential. Let's say 3 to the 4th power is 81. How do we convert to logarithm? Do you guys remember? Sideways butt cheek. Okay.
I absolutely love it.
So this one is going to be log 3 of 81 is equal to 4. That means 3 to the which power is 81. So that says equal to 4. You can use the sideways butt cheek again. And you can say 3 to the 4 equal to 81. So you can convert from one form to the other form. We talk about that, I think, the Monday before the break. And also before that, we talk about student debts, student loans, credit card loans, and stuff like that. So don't get into credit card loan because credit card loan is probably really bad. A lot of people can, but the thing is that you can bankrupt from credit card loan, but you cannot bankrupt from student loan. So that makes student loan worse than the credit card loan, even though they have higher interest. So with that being said, you also take into account into all the properties. So what are the property? We have introduced multiple property. First property is log base b of m plus log base b of n equal to log base b of m times n. And this is the one that Jesus was here during the teacher sub day. Okay, log of m minus log of n equal to log of b of m over n. And there is a log m of n is equal to log base of b of mn. So there was three property, 2, 3. So those are three major property. We can use all the time. Now there are other one as well. The other one is the b log of b of x is equal to x. Now this one's kind of confusing, but it's not confusing because remember this is exponential, and log they're inverse to each other. If they're inverse to each other, they kind of cancel each other out. So that would help you solve some problems. And you can have log b of b to the x. That's also equal to x as well. So this is called inverse property of log. You can use this as well. Now, Jesus that day, when the teacher swap day, he also talked about expansion and compression. We're gonna practice that, review a little bit. Oh, also, by the way, E is equal to what? What's the number of E? Roughly 2.718. We talk about mysterious bank. If I give you 100% interest, infinite amount of compound, that's end up to be E. So that's Euler's method. 2.718, roughly. And e to the I pi minus 1 is equal to 0. This is called Euler's equation. You don't need to know that, but yeah, that's the most beautiful number equation. Yes. You don't have to know that. Also, you need to know is a natural log. That means log base of e. If I just have a log, that means log base of 10. So those are all the things that we have talked about for the logarithms. Now we're going to talk about that's expansion. How do I expand something? How do I compress something? So let's just say today if I have ln of square root of 1 minus x, and this is x squared divided by 2 plus x to the fourth power times square root of 2 plus x. So how do I expand this completely? No, don't remember? Or we use natural log because natural log. Good. Arthur,
You know,
it's a bad one, Arthur.
everyone's gonna feel it. If I did it first, you would fail.
I think it's called osmosis. Somebody.
All right, you know what? You're neurodivergent. You know what that is?
No. Don't care. So this is gonna be m over n, right? So they can subtract. Can they subtract?
What's LN mean? Why is that there?
You were going so strong.
No, look, what the hell is that? This.
ln is log base of e,
Oh, that's stupid.
right? I expand them because you can set numerator minus denominator. But what's the two thing they are doing? They are
What's
multiplying. So it must become be what? Additions, right?
Good call.
Is that okay? minus, please put a parenthesis here because the minus sign is going to distribute. So it'll be ln of 2 plus x to the fourth plus ln of, oh, I could have combined this. All right, let me just change this to 3. Sorry, 3 plus x. So this one's going to be ln of 3 plus x to the 1/2 power. Well, I mean, let me do square root then. Square root. I'll do that later. The second one. So this one's 3 plus x. Okay.
Is that a parentheses within that parentheses?
Yeah, there's a parenthesis
okay.
because you got to distribute a negative sign. Now remember, what's the square root? What power is square root? 1/2. So that's equal to 1/2 ln of 1 minus x plus 2 ln of x. This one's going to distribute, so it'll be minus 4 ln of 2 plus x. This one's going to distribute minus 1/2 ln of 3 plus x. And that's called expansion. I expand to multiple logs. We've done this before the break when Jesus going over it. It's like he probably did a better job than I did.
Said he really enjoyed it.
He actually had to teach it again in Science Olympia.
I really hope that Sue doesn't teach.
He's a good teacher.
But like,
Yeah, he's so much more than much stuff for.
I feel like it's the best students you have. You don't want to actually be teaching.
I like how the like his best students are also failing.
Well, all the students always fail.
Okay. So is that okay?
I'm never gonna fail.
Yeah.
Do we need to put parentheses?
Parenthesis on where?
Like the 2 1/2 ln 1 minus x plus 2n x. I just
Oh, do you need to put parenthesis right here?
like covering the ones that I didn't get the natural log.
Are you talking about this parenthesis? Because it's distribute. It distribute, there's no longer, you can break the parenthesis after you distribute.
Distribute.
Yeah, because you want to have a minus sign and minus sign. This is the sign I'm looking for because a lot of people mess up this sign here. That's the sign I would say they mess up. I will you distribute it just because that's a complete expansion. Okay, so let's give you one here. ln, I'm gonna use ln because it's easier. Now this one may be a little bit tricky, so e squared square root of 1 minus x over 4 plus x squared times square root of 2 minus x. Okay, now this one you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
There's something that you had to pay attention to. I hear something about canceling out. Oh, before that, we also talk about graphing. So graphing will be on the test as well. Graphing like natural log or something. Huh? Yeah, after I finish compression and expansion. I will expand this by, this is division, so it'll be e squared. And then square root 1 minus x. So this still times minus ln of 4 plus x squared 2 minus x. So now I have two separate ln. But in here, I will have ln of e squared plus ln of 1 minus x to the 1/2 power. Is that okay? Minus ln, I'm going to put a parenthesis here. It's a 4 plus x squared plus ln of 2 minus x to the 1/2 power. Are we okay here? Now this 2 is going to be in the front, but ln of e cancel out. ln of e are inverse to each other, so it'll be 2. Plus 1/2 ln of 1 minus x. And this is negative sign distribute, so it's gonna 2 is gonna place in the front, so it'll be 2 ln of 4 plus x plus 1/2 ln of 2 minus x. And that should be your final answer. Is that okay? Huh?
Minus 1/2.
Oh yeah, you minus, you're right. Thank you.
Not bad, kid.
You're right. So that's a sign people usually mess up, including myself. Okay, let's do condensation. Condensation is condensed. If I have multiple log, that just say if I have a ln of, I'm using ln, but you can use log too, but they are kind of interchangeable. Oh, I'm missing one more property. It's called changing base. So the fourth one is gonna be log of b of m is equal to natural log of m over natural log of b. This will use on some other occasion, but this is called changing base equation. This is kind of important as well. So this is called a changing base formula. Log of b of m is equal to natural log of m over natural log of b. Those are changing base formula. This is useful for competition problems. And you're gonna have to need that for a lot of different type of competition problems. So it's log base of b of m is equal to natural log of m over natural log of b. Okay, I definitely need to copy this down. So that's one of the changing base formula. Yeah, log base of b to the m is equal to ln of m over ln of b. You can replace that with the ln of log, doesn't matter. But I'll prefer use ln because ln is easier to write. ln of b. All right, so now let's do condensation. How to compress everything together. So what if you have ln of x, 2 ln of x, minus 3 ln of y, minus 1/4, actually 1/3 ln of x plus 1. So how do I make it to 1 log? Yes.
Let's say 1/3 or
1 over 3. How do I make it to 1 log? I do one row at a time. This is ln of x squared. Is that okay? Minus ln of y to the third. Is that okay? Because coefficient becomes a power. Minus ln of x plus 1 to the 1/3. Now, when the subtraction, what does that mean? And it's going to divide. So it'll be x squared over y to the third minus ln of x plus 1 to the 1/3. Now, subtraction again, so that means has to be on the bottom. Yeah, I will put in parentheses because this is the argument to the 1/3 power, or you can put in a radical.
Why not just make it cube root? Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And this is the final condensation. You condense into the one term. Final answer just on one logarithm. All right, so now I'm going to teach you how to solve equations. Oh, sorry. Let me review about how to graph a natural log. Do you guys remember how to graph this?
Yes. Alright, so start with no 0
0 1
1 0.
1 0. So 1 0. Yes, 1 0.
You're gonna go right one up, put your point. That's where I'm done.
Okay, there's also asymptote as well.
I don't know from there, but I know roughly.
Okay, start with what's the natural log graph x graph look like? The natural log of x graph, it should look like something like this. This point here, which is 1, 0, like Arthur just told me. And there is an asymptote. This is a natural log of x. Now this one is going to go right 1 up 2. So this point is going to go right 1. Do you remember this? It's going to go right 1 and up 2. It's going to be like this. Asymptote is going to move right 1, so it's going to be like this. And the graph's going to be like this. No, this is natural log of x, and this is natural log of x, so you don't use that as a reference, so you move that accordingly. Inside a parenthesis, moving to the right 1 and go up 2.
Yeah.
Domain of this function is going to be from -1 to infinity. Range is going to be from -infinity to infinity. That's the domain. You guys kind of remember now? How about 2 to the x minus 4 plus 1? How about 2 to the x minus 4 plus 1? Well, this one's based on this graph, 2 to the x, which is anything to the x have the same graph that going like this. Even e to the x looks really similar like this. If e to the x is probably look like this. This is y equal to x, e to the x. So it doesn't matter what value is, it always going to that one point and always have the same asymptote, which is right here. So anchor point is going to go which way? Now, right what? 4? Yes. up one, right 4 and up one, right 4 and up one. So that's gonna be from this point going to this point. Is that okay? And the asymptote is gonna be at 0. It's gonna go up what? 1. So that's gonna be asymptote. So the graph is gonna be like something like this. Now domain of this is still negative infinity to infinity. Range is gonna go from 1 to infinity, and that will be the review of 2 to the x minus 4 plus 1. Yes.
Do we just like write it down like it looks like it's gonna touch that asymptote or something like that?
Left side, it will look like it going toward the asymptote, but it's not touching the
Yeah,
asymptote.
that's
Okay, so that's just a review about how to graph. Now today, we're gonna learn the easy stuff, which is something you can do pretty easily. It looks like something like this. Solving logarithm equations. And logarithm equation will look like something like we're gonna start with this one. This one, log of 2 to the x plus log 2 of x minus 7 is equal to 3. This is the expanded form. What can you do in the expanded form? You can what? Roger, what do you say? Condense, good. Mr. Waddell will be proud of you.
What? She loved me, right, Robert? She loved me. She loved me.
Okay, so now I combine both. What do I do next? Oh, Josiah, what do I do next? Your favorite thing to do? No.
What?
Well, we'll do that later, but right now it's gonna be 2 to the third equal to x times x minus 7. Is that okay? Is that okay? And that's equal to 8 equal to x times x minus 7. And then you can distribute. You're right. Next step is going to be distributing, because now I can say, oh yeah, that's going to be something to do with factoring. So I have to subtract 8 to both sides. So minus 7x minus 8. Now I can factor to solve this. So be x minus what? 8 and x plus 1, right? So x minus 8 equal to 0. Sorry, x minus 8 equal to 0, x equal to 8, x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to negative 1. Now, one of the answer does not count. Which one answer does not count? Negative 1 does not count because they are extraneous, because you cannot, just imagine if you plug in log 2 of negative 1. That doesn't work because that doesn't work because this one does not exist. Why? Because 2 to the what power is equal to negative 1. 2 doesn't matter which power, does not give you a negative number. 2 to the negative 1 power is going to give you 1/2. 2 to the negative 2 power is going to give you 1/4, but does not give you a negative number, because we know 2 to the x graph is like this. It's never negative. So therefore, negative 1, so log of negative number does not exist. So this is the only answer that makes sense. You're gonna try one. So this one is gonna be log of x plus log of x minus 1, or x minus 3, sorry, is equal to 1. You want to solve for x. Mhm.
It was like one off from another. The answer, like I saw in it, was like 8 and not 80.
Mhm.
And so I don't know if I did my C value wrong.
You're supposed to plug in g of 1 is equal to -3. You're not supposed to plug in -3.
What I
You're
put-
supposed to plug in 1 to get -3. Because the g of 1, right,
Yeah.
is x equal to 1, y is equal to -3. Not x equal to
Oh,
-3.
so
This the
X is
input,
equal to
this the
1.
output.
So that's our 1. So I flipped them?
Yeah. Be careful.
Got it.
Those are very common mistake people can make. Oh,
There's a mistake on conscious son.
what?
This it should be x to the same fourth. None of these have x to the same fourth.
Oh yeah, we have a
What'd you get?
3, 4, 7, 4. Yeah, but you can take out x. You can take out x.
None of them take out x.
So it'll be 4, 7x q root of x.
None of them take out x.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, wait, this one's x. Oh, I thought that was x. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see.
Because it looks like
Yeah, it kind of like, yeah. I see what you're saying. You guys got ask? You guys solve it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just try one. So this one's gonna be log of x times x minus 3 equal to 1. Now, if I don't put any log, what base is that? 10. So you should put 10 here. So 10 to the 1 is equal to x times x minus 3. Did you do that, Arthur? More or less. Or less. Is that okay? And then that's going to be x minus 5 and x plus 2. X equal to 5, x equal to -2. Which one's not the answer? So this is the only answer? Try it. Log of 5, right, plus log of 5 minus 3 is equal to 1. Kind of makes sense because log 5 plus log of 2 and log of 10, sorry, log of 10 is equal to 1. So it's 1 equal to 1. So it's true. So we just show you that it's true statement. I'll let you try one of the thing. So now I'm going to give you another one. Log of 4 of x plus 2 minus log of 4 of x minus 1 is equal to 1. Alter. Does Maddie know?
Actually, don't know. That's a good question.
No matter what.
Yo, Maddie's nose is like Pinocchio. Gargantuous.
That means that loud.
Yeah, you're also nosy as hell.
Or you can just have
I guess she doesn't know.
No, she's not.
Hey,
I'll pick that up later.
yeah, just not. I did see it. It's gonna be light work, bro. Yes, I understand the math.
You're making
Yeah, are you guys finished? Darshini, check with Gianna. Darshini.
my bad.
Amber, you got it? Check with each other. Brendan, you got it?
Yeah.
Brendan, you better start doing your homework. So this one is becomes x plus 2 minus x minus 1, right? And then can I just do here? 4 equal to x plus 2 over x minus 1. Now what you're going to do is you don't like fractions, so you can multiply both sides by x minus 1. So it'll be 4 times x minus 1 equal to x plus 2. 4x minus 4 equal to x plus 2. 3x is equal to 6, x is equal to 2. So 2 is fine. 2 is the right answer. Now to give you one that's kind of tricky. So the next one is ln of a square root of x plus 3 equal to 1. Yeah.
Right? Is that actually?
What? Okay, remember radical is not good to be there, so we can do this. Is that okay? Can I place in the front? Can I multiply by 2 on both sides? Now, this log is log base of e, right? So can I just write down e squared equal to x plus 3?
Okay, I have one for a problem. Why is it when the square root becomes like power of
Yeah, so this is called a definition radical. So it'll be a to the m over n equal to n roots of a to the n. So this is called definition radical. So if we have a square root, there is an invisible 2 here. And that's a to the 1. So this one is a to the 1 over 2. So that's called definition radical. Good question. By the way, that's a good question.
leave that right.
You're not gonna write every digit of pi, right? By that logic, when you have to do math of pi, you write all of them.
I'm allowed to go to the bathroom with that. Right?
Numbers in. No.
That's only stupid rules.
You kind of looked at me, so I was like, kind of.
No, I look at you is because I didn't know if you're okay.
It's still there.